A while back, I came across an organization that I'm a part of that had a recurring problem, or not a problem, but a requirement where they wanted to keep track of the of the first timers that have been coming around to the organization, and they make use their existing method of keeping track of the first timers, or the yeah, we call them first timers, or the first timers, where the original method they make use of was keeping track of them using a Google sheet, a Google spreadsheet. And over the years, this list has accumulated, and they retrieve a lot of information from the first timers, like their name, their phone number, their residential location, how they got to know about the organization, and some other information like that. And when I spoke with them, I found out that, yeah, although for for a start, using a Google spreadsheet is a for a start, it's good enough. But as time goes on and the organization begins to scale, it's going to be a headache managing Google Sheet. And there is a saying that there's a saying, or not a saying more, a school of thought in software development where we say Excel is not a database. So yeah, I got in touch with them and I was able to take a look at their database of all the records, and I came up with this with a system that would enable them to first off visualize the data they already have. So you can take a look here. So the organization is situated at Ibadan, and okay, this is just a little aside, but I built it in such a way that in case they scale to other locations, it can um, like they can select in case they scale to other locations. So basically, I built this with scalability in mind. So for now, I'm just going to take a look at the Ibadan HQ, and so far they have collected data since 2021. This is more or less like an outlier. So they have collected data from 2021 until 2026, and if I select a different year, so here we can see the total number of first timers they got was 160. Now this was when the organization started in Ibadan. So a lot of the information that they collect now in 2026 was not collected in 2021 when they started. So this is more or less like incomplete data, but they really can't do anything about this. But as time went on, they began to refine their data collection techniques, and it became better. So if we take a look at 2022, you can see we have more records, 606. Um, the top locations are stated here. The acquisition sources, which is the first time how they got to know about the organization. So we have others, we have friends and family, online and social media, TV, the gender distribution, the age distribution. So let's move to a more recent year, 2025. So this is where the dashboard begins to make a whole lot of sense. So we see the total records or total first timers that came around was 607. Conversion rate is 21.2%. So this conversion rate is basically total number of first timers who visited for the first time and who have now become regular members. So we can see the graph of the growth and retention. So the purple graph shows the number of visitors, and um, out of that visitors for a particular day. So now let's say, for example, on this particular day um, in May 25, in the 25th of May, we had 9 first timers that came on that day. And out of that 9, 3 are now members. So the graph is just basically showing the relationship between people who come for the first time versus people who stayed. And here again, similar, we have the gender distribution, we have the acquisition sources, and we have the top location. So pending action here. So because this is a live system, it's not just a dashboard, it's a system where members of the organization have to still reach out to the first timers. We have to, or rather, the members have to collect information from the first timers after they have visited, like either via calls or basically just following up on the first timers, asking them about their welfare, how they're doing, if they would be interested in coming back again, or rather, the purpose of their visit. They come more or less to visit someone, they come to see, and basically just collecting information from them. So the pending action, actions, or rather, the first timers who have not yet been followed up with. That is, the members of the organization are yet to get information from these first timers. So whenever they get the information from the first timers, they fill it up, and the system updates to show the information that have been gotten from that first timer. So I'm just going to show you how it looks like. Now, because that is a live system, I obviously cannot show all the information there. I have to be very careful. So I'm going to show you the information as retrieved from a test branch. So this is, like I said, different locations. This is a test branch, so it does not really contain any live data. So this is what the graph looks like. And now let me show you what the list looks like. Okay. So this is what the list looks like. So you can see here we have 3, and what they look like is this. So this is the first timers list. So if we take a look at this first timer, you can see the information that we retrieve: first name, surname, visit date, which is the date the person came around, the age group, the marital status, email address, phone number, residential location, how you heard about us, occupation, service time, which is the time they came during the day, the PCD assigned to. So now this PCD assigned to is the member of the organization that this first timer has been assigned to. So whoever will be doing the follow up on this particular first timer. So the location, the decision they made. Now all of this information are gotten from a form. And if you take a look at this, so for context, how I have an idea why this is not coming up.